So check this out, it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and because it's raining, Bruin hasn't got out of bed yet. How slack is that? We shamed him into getting out. It's 9:05.
Good morning, Mr. Bruin.
In case you're wondering, this is how the slow cooker chili style thing turned out from yesterday. So we had leftovers from last night's dinner, so that's today's lunch. So I'll get our little cheese toasties and our chili. Yum! So here's an example of what I'm taking to work today, and some of it's to set me up for the rest of the week. So I've got some yogurt for snacks. In the middle is a container with leftovers from last night's dinner. Frozen vegetables that you can microwave just to add a bit of extra volume and fibre and vegetables to food. A little packet of nuts, some tin tuna and light long life milk so that you can mix it up with protein shakes for snacks. So, what's for dinner tonight? Well, we've got a chicken stroganoff style dish. So it's chicken with some frozen vegetables thrown in, so it's nice and quick. Lots of mushrooms and some brown rice, and we'll put in a little bit of light sour cream as well. So while that's been cooking, which has taken about 25 minutes, I've cut up strawberries ready for tomorrow morning's smoothie and put yogurt in portions ready for morning tea at work. So that's kind of how you get organised. Quick, healthy food and preparation for tomorrow's food as well. Let's eat. So we got home from work, put dinner in the oven, took the dog out for a walk, and we've just got home. So we've probably done about 15,000 steps today. So what you're seeing is an experiment in alternative cooking. So I've heard about this from somewhere and I can't remember where, but it's using sliced zucchini instead of lasagna sheets. So we'll see how it goes. I think I got the recipe from the same friend of mine that does grated cauliflower instead of fried rice, so who knows how it goes. But it's been a good test of our resolve, because if you look behind you, Mum brought over some lasagna sheets today. So big temptation to go the lasagna sheets, but we've gone the zucchini instead, so we'll see how it goes. So let's go get the TV set up for Dakar. We've done about 15,000 steps today, so it's now close to 10 o'clock at night, so we're just going to do a little bit of balance training and then hit the sack, get some sleep. So this is a voodoo board, V-E-W-D-O, very weird kind of spelling, but anyway. So it looks a bit like a skateboard deck, and on the back you've got a rail type thing with stoppers either end. So there's two parts to the voodoo, so the board is one of them, and the second part is the rock. So this is the beginner rock, so there's kind of outrigger things to help protect people like me from themselves. So the way that it works is you put the voodoo rock down on the ground and stand the board on it. And the first few times we did this, we had wrist guards and held on to someone and all kinds of safety stuff, which is actually a really good idea. But the way you mount on the board, so you're going to get it all the way down to one end. Otherwise, if you start off in the middle, it's a bit too unstable. So stand on the board and bring your other foot up and bring it up. And the idea is you keep shifting your weight to balance. So as you get better at it, you will move a lot less than I do. We haven't really done this for about probably 8 or 9 months, pretty much since we're getting ready to go to Perisher, so it's a good time to get in training now for balance for next season for Breck. But the idea is to just make as small movements as possible to keep the board balanced, and obviously once you get better at it, you can balance and then do things like squat on the board. I'll give it one more run. But considering how long it's been since we've done this, probably 3 or 5 minutes in a day is going to be more than enough. And you might get up and down 20 or 30 times or something like that, but you know, the key thing is just keep getting back up, give it a couple minutes, and work to a couple minutes longer per day, but also trying to stay up a couple minutes longer per, I'm going to call it a run, like skiing runs, a couple minutes longer per run or per attempt. So for some of you people on a real starting from nowhere kind of plan on how to lose weight and things like that, this is called a chicken. This is what it looks like before it gets turned into nuggets and stuff like that. So what I do, so you'll notice I'm pulling the chicken breast away and getting rid of the skin. So that's a really important health tip for you, is don't eat the skin, it's full of fat. Second thing is to think about when you either order at a restaurant or what you buy to cook for yourself. So this is the chicken breast, so notice it's nice and lean, white meat. In the middle here we've got the contents of chicken wings. So if you think about it, if you go out to a restaurant or something and you order chicken wings, this is what you get. It's tons of fat, a little bit of dried up meat, but it's basically just skin. The bits like the thigh, they're really kind of greasy. So if you do what I've done and pull a chicken apart like this, like a roast chicken, really think about what the pieces are and what you're eating. So for example, the thigh, and you'll probably be like me and only ever buy and cook breast after that rather than thigh, because it just doesn't feel as nice. Anyway, that's my personal trainer's tip for the day on what to eat. So you can tell Bruin's an Australian Labradoodle because look at him, he's lying in the only patch of sun in the house, sunbathing. So you notice on the washing line we've got 2 new pairs of snowboarding pants. So this is my new purchase for the week. How nice are these? So 50% off on sale. And check it out, how's this for lucky? So these are Billabong. And I noticed the same colour green as my jacket, and I thought, what's the chances? So this little zip in bit zips together with my jacket, so how cool is that? So you might be wondering, why am I in hiking clothes? Like, this is kind of a bit different. So we're going to mix up our training a little bit today, and we're going to go for a walk. So the idea is to have movements where you're going side to side, different height steps and things like that. So it's kind of good training for skiing and snowboarding, rather than just walking on the flat and doing just consistent stuff. So we'll grab the dog, head on out of here. It's about 29 degrees, so it's ridiculously hot and quite humid, but that'll be good training in some ways for the altitude aspects of where we're going snowboarding. Alright, let's go walk. So we're about to start cooking dinner, and I thought it was a good chance for a few little personal trainer pro tips. So one of them is, you'll notice I've got a drink here, which is really nice. Andrew thought he was cooking dinner, I was going to have a bath, so he made this for me to have in the bath. So it occurred to me today that people drink 3 main things, and if you say breakfast, lunch and dinner, then you've really got a problem. But before dinner, so while you're cooking, it might be a cocktail or a beer or wine or something, with dinner and after dinner. If you're drinking at all 3, you really need to cut it down if you're trying to lose weight or get in better shape. So this is one of our sort of tips, is we tend to do SodaStream and flavours. So rather than the sugary stuff that you get as commercial mixes, we go for these, which a friend of ours imports. So they're Kittle syrups that come in cherry, elderflower, ginger and grapefruit and mint. They're awesome. The other thing is green tea, so you can have it hot or cold, so it's quite a nice refreshing drink. So this is a little preview on dinner. So this is we're using a pre-mixed Cook Simple for the base for dinner, because we're starting cooking at 6:45, and we're going to early start tomorrow. So that's kind of as close to junk food as we tend to get. Reduced fat salami, which you cook in the pan to burn off a lot of the fat. Zucchini, mushrooms, black beans and tomatoes, so we can do it. Oh, and the rest of the chicken from lunch. So we're going to do our kind of take on jambalaya. Alright, catch you later.